Yo, we back. Curbside College, another week in the books. This episode, maybe about 18. We almost had 20 episodes, man. If you still here with me, I appreciate you, man. We done came a long way. We still building this thing out. Last week I took the week off because I had to get some things done. We expanding this curbside media thing. We was looking at spaces, getting a new camera crew together, trying to bring out some more content, trying to build this thing all the way out. So I took last week off, but it was a long week. It seemed like when I'm not out there with y'all, just the week is long. Like I'm just used to putting it out every couple days and talking to y'all and seeing what y'all got to say about what I got to say about my opinions on certain topics. And it just was a long week that I wasn't talking to y'all, man. It feel kind of weird. I'm happy to be back, man. I'm happy to be back. Last week was a long week without talking to y'all, man. So we here back in the game, being consistent, building this curbside media thing all the way out. So what I was working on was I'm about to get to the interview portion of this media group thing that I'm doing here. We gonna set up. We find us another location to shoot in that can accommodate more people, so we can start doing some interviews. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited about that to bring y'all some more content, and we're gonna start getting outside a little bit. We're gonna start visiting some places and seeing how people building certain type of businesses and how they making their money. Hopefully they don't mind talking to us because you know how we are. People really don't want you to know how much money they making, but listen to this. It's really not about how much you making, it's how much you keeping and investing in and doubling up. You know what I'm saying? You can make two people could make $1 million and only the one person can continue to make money and the other one could be broke. It's all in the mindset. So hopefully the purpose of me doing those interviews is to give people some ideas about what to do with their money, how they build, how different kind of businesses they can start, different kind of things they can invest in. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited about that. That's gonna be a real thing for me. But anyway, moving on. I was scrolling through Instagram the other day and it just kind of hit me. Like my algorithm been kind of weird lately. It just been showing me a lot of bullshit, a lot of commercials, people trying to sell me shit, not really the things that I'm really interested in. And I had to go back and you can go inside your settings and adjust your algorithm to the things that you want to see. But a lot of people don't know you can do that. Excuse me. A lot of people don't know you can adjust your algorithm to the things that you want to see. And I'm just scrolling and I'm looking and I'm seeing what type of stuff popping up, and it's just like ridiculous, ignorant shit, like things that don't help nobody. Just stupid ass people fighting and pranks and people getting shot. Like I'm like, this ain't the kind of algorithm that I set up for myself. I don't even be hearting this kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't even spend a lot of time looking at it, and I don't know why it's popping up on my algorithm. So I did some deep diving, right? I was like, why is this type of stuff popping up on my algorithm? And I ran into this thing called algorithmic algorithmic circumference, right? I ran into this subject called algorithmic circumference. That means that whatever happens in your area, the videos relating to that area will show up on your algorithm. I'm like, wow. So if I'm in an area where it tends to be a lot of crime or a lot of prostitution or a lot of bad things going on, that's the type of what I'm gonna see on my algorithm, even though I don't heart it or spend time watching it. Because usually your algorithm show you what you used to seeing, or not what you used to seeing, but what you like and what you spend time watching. So if you like watching people build houses, your algorithm should show you that. If you watch people, it's basically interest media. Like I heard somebody sent me a video about social media changing more from a social media to an interest media. But I'm wondering why my algorithm not showing me the things that I'm interested in, and it's showing me a bunch of crime and a bunch of bullshit shit that make me look at my people ridiculously. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I ran across that term algorithmic circumference. It's showing you your algorithm is showing you what's in your area to further enhance how you feel about that area. That's what I got from it. So if you're one of them people who glorify that type of activity, like shootings and killings and robberies and fights and people saying stupid shit about their community, or people saying they don't want to date a man, or they don't want to date a woman, that this and that. If you into all that, and that's what's happening in the area around you, and that's what the algorithm want to enhance about the area around you, that's algorithmic circumference. And that's a really deep concept because we already got problems getting out of the ghetto. We already got problems getting ahead in life. So we opening up these phones and putting all that bullshit in our eyes, and it's making it even harder, unknowing, unconsciously. It's making it harder for us to survive. It's making it harder for us to prosper because we looking at the things that's going on in our neighborhood being enhanced in this little TV we got in our hand, and it's making you feel more fucked up about your situation, more fucked up about your area, and it make you stagnant, or it suppress your momentum that you have in whatever you're trying to do. That's why last week I said we got to be careful about what we putting in our eyes, because there's a lot of concepts with this social media that we don't understand or that we don't even know is possible. You know what I'm saying? Algorithmic circumference, that's a real thing. They suppressing your momentum and your mindset, just showing you every day when you wake up and open up your phone the bad shit going on in your area. But they don't show you the good things though. It's a lot of good things going on that's suppressed in your area too. Don't forget about that. You know what I'm saying? You got to find your interest and you got to stick with that. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't, they gonna feed you whatever bullshit to keep your mind in a trance. You know what I'm saying? That's the fucked up part about it. People start, and then technology, this social media thing getting so serious in our lives, people starting to use technological words to describe everyday life, like walking down the street, seeing people in your algorithm, but you in real life. Like, how I don't know how this popped up in my algorithm, but you at a gas station pumping your gas in real life. They're using technological words to describe real life. You know what I'm saying? This is getting the world as we know it over with. You know what I'm saying? If you kind of old school a little bit, and you back in the day where we used to be doing things more physically instead of online, that them days is real slim. Them days is over with. But I think the people that was raised in that in that time of life is gonna have a benefit, or gonna be able to get ahead in this next era of life, because we already headed towards it. That way of life is over with. You know what I'm saying? And one of the things that pissed me off about our community, and y'all constantly making jokes about this shit. Y'all constantly think this shit funny. Y'all constantly making a joke out of everything. And a lot of this shit that we going through is funny, but it's serious. It's funny, but it's serious. And we gotta stop joking about every motherfucking thing. Everything ain't motherfucking funny. Everything ain't supposed to be laughed at. Everything ain't supposed to be made out of joke of, man. You know what I'm saying? I see some of y'all liking those Trump pictures with he dressed like a nigga in a wave cap, man. Y'all tripping. Yeah, it's funny, but man, come on, man. We got to get serious about this shit. They playing right in our face, man. They playing right in our face. Speaking of Trump, man, that motherfucker out of his mind. That motherfucker out of his mind. But I can't help but to think this shit is staged, though. I can't help but to think they tearing this shit up so we start agreeing to shit that we don't really want to happen. That's what I feel like. I'm not gonna go deep into that, but y'all gotta start watching this shit. Y'all gotta start watching what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just too blatant. Like, do they think we that stupid, or do we act like we that stupid? It gotta be one of the two, because they doing this shit right in our face, and and it's a bunch of bullshit going on, like the condemning of the black race. The condemning of black people is at an all-time high right now. Y'all don't even know. They calling us niggas all on the internet. They saying this, they saying that. Y'all not even paying attention. You know what I'm saying? Y'all not even paying attention. And it's real bad. All these wars he's starting, shooting up the gas prices. Shit was already high. Groceries hella high. Now gas hella high. And I get it. People was asking if he just went in Venezuela and took all that oil, why we still paying hella high for gas? Because Venezuela oil is hard to refine. It costs more to make the gas out of that oil than it would be from Iran, to make it simple. But at the same time, we got to start paying attention to what's going on, because it's a bigger play at stake. This ain't just about the gas. They siphoning money out of the economy and putting it in their pockets by doing this fake ass shit. You see what I'm saying? Y'all, our paychecks is going even shorter way. Every time you get paid, it just gets shorter and shorter and shorter what you can do with it. And that's not on accident. You see what I'm saying? I think they setting up a bigger play to put something in motion that we gonna be all right with if it loosen up our pockets. You see what I'm saying? But meanwhile, the people who own in real estate, the people investing in the stock market, and people who borrowing money to buy assets, them the people winning. And that's the thing. That's the reason why I'm here, because I want to talk about that shit with my people. Because that's the shit I'm learning around. That's the shit that I'm learning right now. And if we don't start moving in a direction like that and stop taking everything for a fucking joke, we gonna be impoverished. We gotta stop taking everything for a fucking joke. We gotta stop making fun of every motherfucking thing, because this shit's getting serious. I know y'all feel the pressure on y'all wallets. I know y'all can't afford to do the shit y'all could do 2 years ago. Cause I'm paying attention. I know for a fact. And if you still spending the money, if you still spending money like a pimp, you probably ain't got nothing saved up. Cause it's tight on everybody. You know what I'm saying? We gotta stop doing that shit, man. Real estate, man. Stock market, the price of borrowing money, interest rates, price of food, all that GDP type shit, man. We gotta start paying attention to that, so you know how to spend your money and be able to take care of your family during an emergency. You know what I'm saying? Making a joke out of every motherfucking thing, man. This shit's serious, man. They threatening our livelihood with this bullshit. And we ain't paying the fuck attention, and we laughing and playing and making jokes all on the internet, dancing and shit. We need to start having conversations about how to look after our people. Funny ass niggas out there, man. Doing that shit. Making jokes and shit. This nigga Trump fucking shit up, man. He fucking shit up, man. And then you can't even then you barely can have a conversation with people around you about it. You know what I'm saying? Cause you ain't talking to like-minded people. A lot of people got their own problems. They can't worry about what's going on with the government, but it's a direct correlation to why you having trouble in your life. Growing up, I used to think that who the president and the bills that pass and how much this costs and how you could borrow this, I used to think that shit didn't matter. But it really does matter if you want to stop living like a peasant. You got to start playing that game. And you can't play that game if you're not watching what's going on and don't learn the rules. Fuck red or blue. Fuck who and fuck what president. Just look at the laws. Follow the money. Because that's the problem. They keeping us emotionally separate, and they worrying about this and they worrying about that. The Epstein files and all this shit. Yeah, that's a fucked up situation. It's a horrible, gruesome conversation. You know what I'm saying? But we got to follow the money. Yeah, we want justice, but we can't do shit without no money. You ain't gonna get no reparations. They ain't giving you that. They not finna up and give every nigga no $2 million or no shit like that. You think they want, man, look. They gave us COVID, man. If you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? But listen here, smart people listening to what the fuck I'm saying. If you're smart, you listening. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't the sharpest nigga in the world, and I ain't the richest. I ain't the smartest. I ain't the most intelligent, but I tell you something. I'm on the right path, and I'm going to be all right. And my people going to be all right. And I'm sitting here on this camera saying this shit, so hopefully you get something out of this and you be all right. Just making jokes out of every goddamn thing. This shit ain't fucking funny. Niggas is broke. Niggas is struggling. That's why crime hella high. Niggas got mental problems. No, everybody ain't got mental problems. Niggas just don't know how to handle not being able to take care of their family. People don't know how to handle being broke at a big age. Because as you age as a man, responsibility weigh on you like a wet blanket. You know what I'm saying? And if you wake up every day and you don't know how the fuck you gonna feed your pretty little daughter, nigga, that shit'll drive you crazy. You know what I'm saying? We got to start talking about this kind of shit. That's one of the main reasons why I started doing this show, because I'm documenting my journey, my learning journey, and my development journey. This ain't coming from nowhere, but what I'm going through day by day and what I'm learning. This ain't no goddamn skit. I'm not on here just talking for my fucking health. I'm sharing what I'm doing, and I'm doing it day by day, and I'm giving it to y'all. And I'm learning lessons in goddamn morality. I'm learning lessons in financials. I'm learning lessons in mentality. I'm learning lessons in being physical, keep moving so my body could be healthy. You could hit for $1 million, then get sick and can't do nothing with it. This shit take for you to be intentional. You got to get up every day and know what the fuck you doing. I just spoke about this a couple weeks ago. Life get easier if you know what you're doing. But y'all want to make jokes out of every motherfucking thing like shit just gonna be all right. Stay prayed up. You know what I'm saying? You can stay prayed up, but you still got to take action. You can't get on your knees and pray to the man and then don't take no action. Because, like I said a few weeks ago, he already gave you everything you need. You know what I'm saying? We got to start communicating with these things with each other and stop fucking laughing and playing all the time and stop judging each other. You know what I'm saying? If your man's ain't up to date or he don't know what's going on or he doing something that you could help him out in, man, help the nigga, man. Because that shit, whether you know it or not, that shit reflect on you. If you look at a group of people and if you look at a group of 10 people and you see 7 of them ignorant, what do you think they gonna think the other 3 is? You know what I'm saying? You gotta talk to people that help inspire an already difficult journey, man. Talk to people that's like-minded. You know what I'm saying? You gotta talk to people that's like-minded, man. Y'all gotta talk to each other. But here's what we gotta understand about communication, right? And this is a little bit of a deep concept. We gotta understand that it's always undertones in conversation. It's always undertones in interaction. Everybody when they talk, that's not really who they are all the time. People different people. People minds think different. People train to say stuff that's gonna protect them, and that's gonna not offend people and stuff like that. We gotta understand that it's characteristic undertone in every conversation and interaction. Body language. You know what I'm saying? Eye movement, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? We gotta understand that kind of stuff, because if we don't, we not gonna know who we truly are as a people and how to handle our people. Granted, people don't always want you to know what they really thinking, and I understand that. But you can help soothe the person's you can help soothe the person in interaction if you learn how to read undertones and eye movement and stuff like that. The loudest language is body language. I'm gonna tell you that right now. It's always characteristic undertones in conversation and interaction. And the people who deal with people very well understand this, because it's actually a skill. Dealing with people is a skill. But we can't deal with people properly if we continuously judging them and looking down on them, even though we in the same situations they in. We all swinging through trees in the same jungle. But just because you got a little more extra vines on your swing, you think the other person weaker than you, or you got a superiority complex towards them. That's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? That's ridiculous. But I'm serious about that constantly making joke thing, man. This nigga Trump fucking shit up, man. For real. And it ain't really nothing we could do about it, but we gotta buckle up and learn the game. Because if we don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm here to help. I'm here to give you everything. I'm here to give people what I know. But I can't, you know, and it really bothers me. It really bothers me a little bit. Because I'm seeing people struggling. I'm seeing people broke. I'm seeing people don't know where to go with their life. I'm seeing people waking up every day like zombies and just wandering around. I'm seeing people with their first emotional feeling they get, they want to shoot or they want to stab or they want to rob. I'm seeing this shit. I'm seeing people in distress mode. And it's not a fucked up feeling when you start to have empathy for it. Because I'm looking at other communities, I'm looking at other race of people, and I'm seeing how they band together when times get hard. And the time's getting hard for us right now. We need to band together, and we can't, because we steady getting divided emotionally, financially. We steady fighting. We ain't even got time to come together. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to have to make time. Because I tell you right now, it's getting more serious. And if you ain't worried about technology and how to learn this technology, or you really going to be left behind. One more thing before I go about that algorithm thing. If you let your kids have Instagrams and TikToks and whatever else, you just go through their shit. Go through their shit every now and then and see what their algorithm's showing them. And I guarantee you see a bunch of videos that you don't think they should be watching at their age. If your kids got social media and you let your kids spend a lot amount of time on them phones, go through their shit, man. Just run through their phones, run through their text messages, run through all their shit. Because I guarantee you're going to find a bunch of shit you don't like or you think is inappropriate. The algorithm fucked up and it's ridiculous. It's showing us filthy shit. And there's people out there that's purposely making filthy shit. You know what I'm saying? We don't even know the long-term effects of social media. Social media is a fairly new thing. What's this gonna do to people's brains in 10 years and 20 years? Turning people's shit to mush right now. People, I barely could pay attention. I'm usually an avid reader, but when I pick up a book, I got about 20 about 15, 20 minutes till I'm thinking about picking up my phone or doing some other shit. I used to be able to read for a straight hour. Now I got to do it in increments. 20 minutes here, 30 minutes here. Imagine the attention span. Imagine the damage it's doing to a little kid attention span that ain't even fully developed yet. We got to check that too, man. It's a lot of shit we need to check. But I'm done preaching. You know what I'm saying? Cyrbside College, we expanding. We finna do interview style in a few weeks. We gonna get that up and running. We gonna start pulling out this information, talking to these business owners, talking to these hustlers, talking to these businessmen, talking to these real estate agents. We gonna get some real information out of that.